If we were to take a look at the core teachings of all of the Chaos Gods, in other words, what their emotional embodiment is, there is only one god in my opinion worth following, Grandfather Nurgle. I want you to think about the lowest moment in your life and try to understand that for most of us, growing comfortable with this low point and the slow process of crawling ourselves out is the most liberating feeling ever, and this strange sludge through the decay of life is what Nurgle represents. In order to go deeper into this thought, we're going to talk about why you should worship the Chaos God Nurgle, and I want to welcome you guys back to another 40 Facts about the 40K universe. I am your host, Gersh1, and today we're going to be talking about Grandfather Nurgle. If you guys are new to the channel, we post Warhammer 40K lore videos every single day, so if you guys have any questions or suggestions, comment down below and I'll respond to them tomorrow. But with all that said, let's get into 40 facts on why you should worship Nurgle. Life within the Imperium of Man, or for that matter anywhere else in the unfeeling galaxy, is harsh, miserable, and full of pain and suffering. Service to an uncaring god, or the eldritch and absent cosmic deities, is ultimately empty and devoid of any meaning. Men live and die, and for what? For others to stand in their graves and preach the same nonsense. Where is the reward in that? However, for those who accept the boundless gifts of the Father of Plagues, everlasting hope is the ultimate reward. Decay is unavoidable. Bolters rust, the shells they fire are spent, and the fingers that pull their triggers wear down with the passing of time. Over the course of their lives, mortals sustain injuries, become infected, sicken, and succumb to their wounds, or simply succumb to age. It is impossible to escape deterioration, and yet people try. And the struggle to forestall decay moves people to action. It motivates them for greatness, it gives them hope that better times lie ahead, and that endless possibilities are available in a universe that seemingly knows only certain and crushing doom. And it is the Plague Lord who embodies this. He brings light to darkness. It is Nurgle that gives weak mortals the strength to resist the lies of the galaxy. It is the embracing Grandfather Nurgle who encourages his followers to defy the doom of mortal corruption and instead use it as a source of strength and inspiration. In the market squares of backward planets and in the dome-filled cathedrals of the chapters of the Adeptus Ministorum, preachers spew their lies upon the unsuspecting and dim-witted flock. They warn against the corruption of the soul and the filth of the spirit. They tell their listeners that to turn from their faith is to join the ranks of the lost and the damned. And yet salvation and deliverance is given to the followers of Nurgle. Nurgle's gifts are oddly harmonious, even caring. And to receive the blessings of Nurgle, all one has to do is want to live and be willing to do whatever it takes to cling to life. All else follows naturally from there. And all that is required to feel the caring touch of Nurgle is to see life for what it is and want to make the most of it. And his gifts, regardless of what form they take, open eyes even as they liquefy them. It simultaneously atrophies the leg muscles of its recipients and then gives them the strength to march towards a greater purpose. It is Nurgle's great ambition to speed this universe towards its end by eroding the foundations of reality, much as a disease can erode the spirit and bodies of those infected. Through his careful and ceaseless experimentations begun within his wondrous garden and then unleashed throughout the galaxy, the pillars that support the framework of existence are slowly but surely weakening. There will come a time when they collapse entirely and the universe will begin a massive transformation. The old ways will be swept aside like a troublesome fly. All that was will cease to be, and from the rotten ruins a new and glorious reality will emerge, one ruled over by Nurgle and his beloved and everlasting children. Those who walk with Nurgle and aid him in bringing about the great corruption, as Nurgle calls it, do so with joy in their heart. They know that Nurgle's victory is assured, and that when all things come to an end, life will begin anew. They will have helped make it so, and they will have a spot in his great kingdom. And with that, I hope you guys are now worshippers of the Chaos God Nurgle, Grandfather Nurgle. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. This was Gersh1 with One Mind Syndicate, signing out.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.